All right, the channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Adventure on So Many Levels. We are playing Daggerheart.
Daggerheart!
Oh,
Yay!
tap,
Yay!
tap, 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 tap.
More specifically, we're playing Daggerheart Beast Feast.
Yum.
Nom,
I'm
nom, nom.
Christiana Ellis, and I am the Game Master. Our players tonight, playing Bright Nobilis.
Hello! Blessings of the golden slime be upon you.
Playing Curia, Dove Archambault.
Hi. What are we gonna find this time?
Playing Basilius, Paul Weimer.
Fungus Funk or Shroom will flank. The golden nuggets will serve up a shank.
Playing Zeke, Lee Burdett.
Ta-da!
And,
Sorry.
You
and,
never
jo-
follow. You never follow him.
and joining our Daggerheart campaign, Millie Katie, playing a character with whom we will be introduced in just a moment. So just as a brief recap, when last we left our heroes, they had arrived at the presumed safety of Manchego Manor, only to discover that this refuge that they were heading for was in fact itself under siege. However, with the help of the golden nuggets coming up on the enemy's flank, you were able to drive off the attackers, defeating most of them, but the leader, a strange entity in a weird sort of patchwork, old-fashioned looking armor, escaped, and you know, I guess just escaped. I felt like there was going to be some other verb there, but I failed to come up with it.
Escaped and escaped.
It escaped twice, double escape.
Double
Anyway,
escape.
you then proceeded to go inside Manchego Manor, which is itself sort of a little village and manor house. Lots of goblins live there, but not only goblins. But Lady Manchego is certainly a goblin and welcomed you all in. Bright has been here before. It is, in fact, where you were born here, right? Or you just
Grew up here.
Grew up here,
I was left as an orphan at the entrance to the caves
Ah, yes.
for some strange reason that I don't know, and
Yes.
they took me in and raised and the temple here to the golden slime raised me from a child.
So, in any case, it was in fact a friendly refuge once you actually, managed to drive off the attackers, and you were rewarded with some cool stuff. And then we faded out last time as you were in the process of, getting some quality shut eye in actual beds.
Yes.
But we're going to not resume immediately with our heroes here. We're going to back to one of the back rooms in Manchego Manor, where your character, Millie, is there. And what is it that you're doing? I would say it's not like the middle of the night, but it's late. It's like 11 p.m. or something, the equivalent. What are
right.
you up to?
So my siblings are in bed. So I'm going to go to the kitchens to find something to eat.
Okay.
Because I've been working here as kind of a guard, and part of the deal is like my siblings can stay even though I kind of don't want them to anymore. But food is important.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Food
Yeah.
is the whole thing with this thing.
So what do you look like? I mean, we those of you watching the video will see a little bit of an image here on screen, but
so goblin with pretty big ears, and I wrote the skin the color of green olive skins. In like a cloth armor and has a big chef's knife like attached to her side, and like just hair's pulled back with a spoon acting as the bun holder.
Nice.
And her eyes are the color of chestnuts, and as most goblins in Daggerheart, there's not a lot to the white of the eyes. It's like the irises are pretty big.
So, you have just you went back into the kitchens. You found where some of the you know the leftover food that had been served to others is back there. There's a variety of things that are kind of settling in. Like, do you know what kind of thing you go for? What's your common dinner around here?
Probably whatever stew, soup, and bread and cheese, because
yeah. So I
that's
think
usually just a good meal all around, even for me,
You've
Mildred.
just poured some good stew into a bowl. Got a big hunk of bread, big hunk of cheese. You've just sat down at a table, and then you hear from down the hallway, "Soup's on!"
What?
Lady needs you.
So
Yeah.
all right, and basically just tear off a bite of both bread and cheese, set it down, hope that a sibling doesn't wake up and grab it on me, which is probably what's going to happen, and head to where.
Yeah.
Where,
so I think
where in the
this is
voices.
not it's not necessarily like a routine thing that you're called away from dinner exactly, but you are called for all sorts of reasons often. So it's you know the routine here. You also do, of course, you are aware of the events of the day, meaning that there had been some sporadic like weird fungus spiders that had been trying to get in lately, and so that's why everything was kind of like buttoned up a little bit more. But then today there was a big attack from all sorts of weird, strange creatures that tried to break down the gate. And then there are some guests around that they went down to the berries to rest, but they are the honored guests of Lady Manchego right now because they helped. The berries, just for reminding anyone, or including our new player, is basically like a restaurant chain. It's the analog is Chili's, of course.
Chili's.
Applebee's, yeah. It is fantasy Chili's that exists in many locations within the Plover Caves, which is where our adventure takes place. But in any case, you are aware that all happened.
Okay.
And so you're brought in, and this is the bedchamber of Lady Manchego, who is a goblin who doesn't have any sort of a specific right to be in charge or even have that title, except for the fact that she's the oldest, and she was here when the last Lady Manchego died, and then she just sort of demanded it, and nobody really wanted to call her on it. So she's the new Lady Manchego.
Besides, who actually wants that job?
Well, she really does, apparently.
Yeah,
so,
if she wants it, she can have it.
Someone else wanted it, they'd have to fight her for it. So nobody wants to do that. But she seems like she runs things pretty well. She, it's she's often demanding, but she gets things done. She makes people get things done. But in any case, she is in sort of a dressing gown with like a silk robe around her, and she is sitting on a little couch in her room, and she has got curlers in her hair. And she, as you come in, she just says, "Ah, dear Sue."
Yes.
So I thought that I would give you a little something to reward you for all the hard work you've been doing.
And what job would that be?
Well, I don't know what this attitude is coming from, but I thought that as a way of helping out the larger community and giving all of our hardworking young goblins opportunities to better themselves and develop new experiences out in the world, I thought it would be useful if we sent one of our staff, our household staff, along with the golden nuggets as a sort of guide, since they don't really know the area much further down very well, and you know a bit more. So I thought that you could accompany them for a time and help them out. And this would, of course, give you the opportunity to have many adventures and develop new and exciting skills.
So who's watching the siblings?
Oh, well, I think they're getting old enough. We can have... Listen, I can't send one of the critical household staff out with these adventurers. I need someone who's,
All I'm saying is you send me out. I'm no longer responsible for them.
Yes, that's the gift, you see. This is why it's a gift, right? Yes.
That's I understand why you phrase it as a gift at that point then.
Yeah.
Just be prepared. Where do you
I will
are
pass
we
along
seeing
your
them
words
tomorrow?
of warning to the others, so it's fine.
Not needed. Everyone already knows my siblings are horrors.
Well, I think you should
Out of
give
character.
yourself a bit more credit there. I mean, after all, you are effectively raising them, taking care of them. I don't think they're all that bad. Or are you saying that you are not an adequate caretaker?
They take a lot, and perhaps because of how I've been taking care of them, the extent of shenanigans that they can get up to has been prevented by me. So there may be a transition period until someone else gets them in line.
If I may suggest one particular avenue of goodbye that you might offer them on your way, is that having an opportunity to go and have an adventure deeper within the caves. Perhaps only good goblin children have presents brought back to them from adventures.
I'll keep that in mind as an option.
Hmm.
Out of character, I'm not giving them any warning.
You're just gonna leave.
I'm going to
Wow.
leave.
All right.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Sure. So, I know that you've been out and about in the area periodically, and your little errands that you run from time to time for the manor, and you know, of course, that we've had these mysterious attacks of late.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the adventurers here are planning to try to track those, the source of those attacks down, eventually perhaps to even seek out the lure, the magical lure that is supposed to be keeping all of these monsters far away from here.
All right. I can definitely help them with looking.
They don't seem like they know where they're going, though.
Okay.
So obviously the three possible directions they could go from here,
Mm-hmm.
they could of course take the western tunnels through to Brilliance, which is basically big underground city.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could go to the eastern tunnels and then down towards past the Salt Brine Falls to the Fungril community.
Okay.
You know, we haven't been getting as many traders from there of late. Some of the attackers seemed to be fungus related. Maybe they know a bit more about what's going on.
All right, that makes some sense.
And then, of course, I would never recommend that anyone of, normal capacity descend through the haunted ruins. But, of course, they are adventurers. Perhaps they like that sort of thing.
Yeah, but since fungal things, it may make sense to go in that particular direction.
Well, I leave it to you to advise them. I believe that they are planning to leave on the morrow, so, pack your bags. You can introduce yourself to them. I obviously can confirm your assignment if that's ever in question, but I trust you to handle these things. You've taken care of your siblings. How hard can adventurers be?
Soupson is thinking adventurers will be a holiday, not knowing what is actually going to happen. Because it might not be. We'll see. But so that direction was to the, what was the name?
Yeah, so if you're looking at the map here
Yep.
on our Beast Feast map, the little icon in Manchego Manor is where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you could go sort of off to the left towards Brilliance. There's the right hand path to Salt Brine Falls, and then the middle one it would be the Haunted Ruins.
Okay. Right. I will keep that.
But as a
mind.
reminder, as we have said several times in the campaign so far, just to keep in mind that the map is representational. It's not it's not meant to depict everything.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I
will give them all three.
Sure. If they do
I'll give them all three.
Okay. Well, if they do
options.
want to go to Brilliance, make sure you tell them that the Crystal Cult has been acting up a bit more aggressively lately.
Alrighty.
All right. So,
One thing
I've got
with
to get
Brilliance is it actually is labeled on the map. So
yeah, it's got the great big one
no one's
already.
trying to put a label.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
But so in any case, is there anything else that you need to know or questions that you have? I have to get my beauty sleep after all.
Of course.
Perfectly understandable. I think
While she's listening, she's gone over to like a little vanity, and she has just dipped both hands into what looks like a very fancy bowl just full of some kind of mud, and she's just
I can't think of anything else. I'll just leave you to it and see you at some point in the future when this job is done.
She turns back, face completely obscured by mud, until bloop, eyes open, and she gives you a gracious nod and says, "I knew I could count on you."
Good luck, and I'm going to get out before she can say anything else.
And another, oh, she's gone. Oh well. So here's the thing. They are currently getting a night's rest. I will invite you to decide how and when you present yourself to them.
So basically, they're currently at the equivalent of the local inn outside the manor?
So Manchego Manor is basically like great big fancy house surrounded by small village on the outskirts of what is a much larger city.
Okay.
That's basically the deal. And so there is, however, a Barry's franchise location here, and that's where they are. It's basically restaurant plus rooms. So it is. Like
okay.
That's where
All right. So I'm going to go finish my late dinner, get some sleep, and just plan to show up at the Berries in the first thing in the morning.
Okay.
So that I can catch the rest of the group.
Okay. I was going to ask if you wanted to well, I will just let you take the lead in terms of describing how and when that all goes. So,
Okay.
in the meantime, we have our adventurers, right? So who's up first in the morning?
Oh, absolutely would be Bright. He's got devotions to do, and of course, he's does not need as much sleep as those younger folks tend to.
Yeah.
It's
I,
absolutely
th-
Bright who's up first.
I
But
think
he's not. He doesn't bumble around. He knows his way and doesn't wake anybody else up. He
Wait,
goes
wait a
to
minute. Didn't you say you were sleeping in the barracks separate from us?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Yes, I'm sleeping in the temple.
Yeah,
Temple
Because you
dormitory.
were so fired on being able to do
Yeah.
that
So
for 7
how
years.
does it feel being back where in the temple where you grew up, as opposed to
Oh,
your little setup in
the smells, the sounds of home just make my heart beat that much faster. It's such a lovely feeling to be among my friends, the goblins, and to smell the pickles that nobody else can stand. But oh, I haven't had them in so long, and the sound of a mallet whacking another goblin in the back of the head, it just can't be reproduced anywhere else.
All right. So are you jumping right back into standard temple morning routines, or are you heading back?
I think after I've got my morning devotions complete, I'll go and
Mhm.
check on my friends.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the berries, I'm guessing Curia is not the first to arise, given that she overindulged the
I
night
think
before.
I think Kyria actually wound up passing out at the table she was drinking at.
Okay. I
like
think
like
that I think you would wake up in your room. I think
ah,
that someone carried you to your room, and so whether you still have all your stuff or not, I leave to you to figure out. But you do wake up in your room, not at the table.
well, I think because of the status that we have, Kyria would have made sure her stuff was up in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Most of her stuff's up in her room already
All right.
before, so
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Well,
yeah.
but if someone
Yeah.
carries you to your room,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
it,
just saying. I'm not telling
yeah,
you something was stolen. I'm saying you set yourself up to possibly be stolen from.
okay. But yeah, if she's in her room, then she would not be the first to wake up.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep.
I think habitually Zeke would probably be one of the first to wake up, just because he's used to living outside and waking up when the sun comes up. So this whole underground business is going to really, really mess with his clock.
Yeah, the circadian rhythms go ploying.
I think your circadian rhythms, so to speak, are sort of primed. But what actually does wake you up, given that it's not a sunrise here, is that you hear the of a bunch of bats flying back into the caves.
Ah. Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good clock as any. Yeah. So
Yep.
just wander down, yawning,
Mm-hmm.
stretching.
So would you have already been there, Soup?
Yep, I think so.
Remind so
It's
the
Sue.
yeah, right, Sue.
SOU.
Yeah, right.
Last name Spawn.
Yeah,
So
Soup song.
Yep.
And how does Sue feel about nicknames?
So in any case, so I think it sounds like if you're there already at the crack of bat return, then perhaps you are there when not necessarily like you know who's a stranger, right? So
Yeah.
you see Zeke coming down. So let's briefly do a little recap of what everyone else looks like too. So what does Zeke look like?
Zeke is a fawn.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got cute little goat hooves and ram's horns, brown hair, brown eyes, horizontal irises. Which he's part goat. But other than that, he's a real down to earth kind of guy.
One thing I don't know that if we ever established is like how tall is Zeke? Is like, I mean, he's not a small creature the way a goblin is, but for not being a small creature, how big is he? Is he tall? Is he short?
I think he's about 5 feet.
Okay.
So he's on the shorter end for male height, but he's not like short.
Yeah. All right.
And he's very, very bouncy, so sometimes you really can't tell. Especially if he's in a good mood, as Baz can attest.
So there's a goblin down there, sitting in the otherwise quiet berries when you come down.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like she has luggage, I'm guessing.
Not much, but like definitely like a backpack and a really nice looking chef's knife. Well, knife with a scabbard on her hip and a fire poker poking out the back of her backpack.
Okay. All right. So first things first. Hi. My name is Zeke. Good morning, or
Good morning.
evening, or whatever the hell time it is.
Morning.
Down here.
Morning. The bats came back. It's morning.
Okay. Good. Yay. It's kind of driving me a little nuts that I can't tell. So awesome. You seem like you're waiting for somebody. Are you waiting for us? Are you waiting for? Okay. Are you wanting to join up with the golden nuggets?
Yeah. Well, the lady,
Manchego.
Lady Manchego's tasked me with being your guide, and well, it gets me away from my siblings, so more power to her.
Yeah, Lady Manchego seemed to be a real firecracker.
You haven't met my siblings.
Well, there's firecrackers and then there's Roman candles.
You must have siblings.
No, I'm a shepherd. I deal with sheep.
The sheep are probably smarter than my siblings.
Yes, that's what makes them so horrible. But yeah, no, the rest of the crew should be down in a minute. You're familiar with the area? I think we're going looking for the dude in armor who was attacking the town.
Oh yeah. When everyone's around, there's if you tell me which direction he went off to, I can tell you basically what's in that direction.
Yeah, I think Curia got a good look at where he went. So she'll be able to tell.
Okay.
She'll be able to tell you that. But other than that, I'm going to point myself at breakfast, and we'll just have to sit here. I think Bright's going to join us in a little bit, and we'll probably have to haul Curia down if she doesn't wake up on her own.
Actually, I think you meant Bass because Bright's out. Yeah, and so the 6'8" tall dragonborn, aka Dracona, comes stomping in.
Morning, Baz.
Good morning. I look at the goblin. Hi.
Hi. I'm Soupsog.
Soupsog.
Soupspawn.
Soupspawn. Soupspawn.
Soups. Yeah. Lady Manchego's asked me to play tour guide for you.
Tour guide? Okay.
And that's in the sense of you have somewhere you're looking into the whole attacks thing, and I know the area better than you do type of guide.
Oh, well, okay. I'm Basileo, so you can call me Bass because that's what Zeke does. But I've known Zeke
Okay.
for eternity. Um,
Whichever you prefer.
if it may not be
Only some people around here care about names and titles and stuff like that. You've already met one of them. I
yes.
just go with what you prefer.
So are you okay with Lady Manchego basically fobbing you on us?
She gets to deal with the fallout from my siblings.
Okay, so you're more than okay with this. Okay, okay. If I might not being pertinent, this is a dangerous place. What can you or do?
Um, I've
And
gotten really good at interrupting my um the various and sundry capers my siblings have gotten themselves into, and following them when they don't want to be followed, and opening boxes they don't want me to open, and stuff like that.
so you're a sneaky type. Okay.
Yeah, she's also got a really nice knife. If you didn't notice.
Oh no! My eyes went right to that knife. Dad would kill for a knife like that. But okay. Growl, stomach, food.
Food's good.
Yes.
Food is.
Did anyone make any effort to try and wake Kyria?
I'm not that dumb.
No.
I'm not going to get an arrow to the eye for my pains. I'm going to let you sleep in a bit.
I'm not going to force you to sleep any longer than you want to sleep.
So I know.
If you think Kira is ready, then have her come down whenever you're
ready. It takes a few minutes, but Kyria just kind of stumbles down. Her normally somewhat decently laid hair is kind of wild, and she looks like she has the biggest hangover you've ever seen. And she just kind of stumbles over to the table with Zeke and sits sits near him and just.
I'll get you some water.
Okay.
Sure, might need something stronger at this rate.
I actually recommend the ginger tea. That will probably help.
That sounds good.
Okay. One ginger tea.
You? Yeah. Kyria kind of point vaguely at Sue.
Sue.
Yeah. You are.
Hi, I'm Soupson. I gave up babysitting my siblings to help you guys around.
Okay. Okay. Spoon. Okay.
Not quite, but get curious some allowance, please.
Yeah. My uncle Crew Ton has
Your
a
family
habit
has
of
a
this.
pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. Not all of them. Some of them. Uncle Crew being the biggest one. That's why I know about the ginger tea.
I see.
So that's the list you're referring to. Okay.
Sarah,
So
do you come on over, sometime around here, Bright, or you making it?
Yeah, I think now is a good time to show up. Sue, good to see you again. I noticed you.
They didn't tell me that you were part of this whole thing.
Oh, indeed. Well, it's something of a long story.
It always is.
I was sent up to the surface to extend the worship of the great golden slime to the surface people. A task at which I have been, shall we say, moderately successful. And you might see some snickers or eye rolls or whatever from the rest of the party.
I'm killing it straight.
Here it's
and
just suffering.
well, we started to have problems with monsters coming up out of the caves, and we heard that the lure had been losing effectiveness. So a bunch of us decided to get together and see what was what, and they needed someone who knew their way around the caves, and so they sent. So I decided to accompany them, and it's a good thing I did, because these people need someone to help watch over them. But they also help watch over me, so I suppose that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So how long has it been since Bright's been down here?
Probably something on the order of years. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay. All right. Because oh wait, I'm in my head. It's okay, why did Lady Manchego then ask me to do the babysitting duty if you were already here? But if it's been
well,
maybe a while, then this is how she's thinking about it. Not necessarily that it's true.
Well, the other thing is that
it's been more. I have more recent knowledge.
Well, that, and also you, I was kind of putting this on you a little bit. You have more experience actually going further down into the caverns from here.
Okay.
Whereas Bright
I was
from here
something
up
of
to
a homebody, yes.
Gotcha.
And then up to the surface, doesn't know the lower caves as well.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right.
Most of my knowledge is hearsay, legend, and rumor.
Yeah, it's also been a few years. Not like it's been a massive change, but you don't have the new news.
No, nor the practical experience of someone of your caliber. I'm more of a theorist.
Thank you for that. So, you're looking for this guy that seemed to be in charge of things?
Yes, I am very keen to track down the general of the army that assaulted this redoubt yesterday. And I would have decided, given chase, except I wanted to make sure that the manor itself was well defended.
All right. Which direction did they go?
And I'll name the tunnel that he left down. It's got a name. I don't know what it is.
So basically, that tunnel, to the extent it was basically when we're looking at the map here, there's kind of the one main pathway that goes down to where it splits. It would have led to there, so it could have been any of those places.
Okay.
They don't really know. Once he was out of sight, now that's not no one has tried to track him yet.
Okay.
It's just a matter of what they literally saw during the fight.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Carrie will point to where he was when she lost her focus on him.
Okay. All right. I have siblings that I have to keep track of, so I can take a look to see if I can get an idea of which direction, because from here there's 3 paths, and I hope it's not the middle one. Because I
Why don't you
hate,
hope it's the middle one?
because that's like ghost and haunting stuff, and that's never good. So, let me. So one of my experiences is, where the blazes did you go? Because siblings. So I'm going to see if I can use that to track which direction
Right. Well, so
individuals went.
I think we've got a couple of people who can also do tracking to some extent.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, let me
Yeah.
know. You can obviously you can let you can let Sue do it, or if someone else wants to. I'm just saying, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise,
After she finishes quite a bit of the tea, which actually worked really well.
Mhm.
Curious will shake her mind clear and say, Sue, right?
Yes.
Uh,
Got it.
yeah, you're a. I do like your spoon though, and
Thank you.
kind of indicate the one in your hair.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we need to go and see what we can find.
Yep.
So,
It'll-
one thing that we hadn't done yet is that we need to resolve the uh, the end of downtime.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which let me. I believe everyone did their.
Yeah.
There we go. So, everyone has done their activities already, except of course for Sue, who hasn't done any activities yet. But also, on a long rest, I'm going to gain an amount of fear equal to 1d4 plus the number of PCs.
Oh,
Boy.
Hi, this
thanks,
is the
Millie.
disadvantage of adding another person.
Yes.
So 1d4 is only a 1 on the d4, so that's going to be 6 fear added to me. And do I have a fear tracker on this page?
Yeah,
On the
Yeah, I
big
think
map,
so.
yes.
I think
Yeah.
the most current one was on the Manchego Manor siege. So let me go over to where
Yeah.
I had that at. Oh, that was at 9. So that means it can't go any higher than 12, but it does mean that I am at 12.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun day.
Mhm. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Oh,
Da, da, da. Oh God, I hadn't thought of that theme in ages. Now I'm trying
So
to remember which one it was. 18. I I had the
Da, da,
18 theme
da,
going.
da,
Da,
da.
Da,
da,
dun,
da,
dun.
And then, of
da.
course,
Yeah.
the TV show Spaced had an excellent dance remix. Oh, look, I did have one up here. It was just up there.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, I was too zoomed in to see it. Uh, anyway, yes. So that's set, and I think unless if we weren't making it a group check, then we
Oh,
can. You know what? Let's do it as a group check. So we'll pick
well,
someone who's.
I have
Okay, go ahead.
um, I have an ability, Gifted Tracker.
Mm-hmm.
When you're tracking a specific creature or group of creatures based on signs of their passage, you can spend any number of hope and ask the GM that many questions from the following list.
Okay. Well, so I think what we're going to do is do this as a group check because I think probably even if you're leading, everyone is probably interested in supporting the activity, right? And
Mhm.
so, or we'll let however many people want to attempt, right? So what we're going to do is that everyone who's helping will make their own roll.
Okay.
And then whether you succeed or not will give either a +1 or a -1 to the roll that you will make at the end. Curious. So this is an instinct roll. And if you have an appropriate sort of tracking experience, you can use that. And then, where's my. Yeah. So the target that you're looking for here is 15 to pick
Huh.
up the trail.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you know that one of the questions is what direction did they go? So
Well, yeah, but you still have to beat the roll.
okay.
Yeah.
We haven't started tracking them because we haven't found tracks.
We have to
We're
find the tracks
rolling this
first.
to
Oh.
find the track.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have a trail that you're even following yet. You just know
Okay.
they
Right.
went a vague direction, so that I mean, I will look up the the wording of your form here, but I cannot imagine that it allows you to just automatically ask questions by spending hope without having had to make a roll. So it's yeah, which is this ability that you're looking for? You're looking
Gifted
at
tracker.
gifted tracker. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think that what that means is that you have to have a trail that you're following first.
Okay.
And then you can spend hope to ask further questions based on picking up the trail. Because it just doesn't make any sense to me that it just means that you sort of auto succeed in tracking by spending one hope. See what I mean?
Okay.
But you can potentially, with that ability, get further information other than just, oh, here's some footprints to follow. So, if you pick up the trail, which is not a guarantee, then you can do those things.
Okay.
So, who's helping?
I
I'll
will try
help.
to help.
Yeah, and I'll help.
With
I'll help.
And so not everyone has to help, but remember, if you don't beat the target, then you
Yeah.
end up actually hindering. But yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
everyone who would like to, we're looking
Okay.
for an instinct test with experiences if applicable.
I'm going to use my experience Underworld Scholar.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, I don't have any experience.
spending a hope to get that.
Mhm.
And I think that I should be able to be, just because it's like related to the golden slime, I
Mhm.
should also be able to spend a favor um, to
How is it related to the golden slime?
well, one of the spheres of influence is intrusiveness. So
Is what?
intrusiveness.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
So I'm asking
Okay,
for your
yeah.
permission to use
Yeah,
that.
sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that'll give me a +4 on the roll.
Okay.
Uh,
And the hope or fear doesn't matter for these preliminary rolls, only for the final one.
okay.
There we go. Okay, well, so so Millie just rolled and got exactly a 15. So that's going to be a +1 for the final roll. Are you trying to set up your roll there, Navilis?
yeah, I'm setting it up. Yep.
Okay.
That's a 19.
19. Okay, that's going to be +2 so far. Who else was helping?
You go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot because I have a decent instinct. I don't have a skill, but I have a decent instinct, so let's give it a shot. That's a
Oh,
20.
look at that. Okay, yeah. So
Woohoo.
it's getting some good
Good
indications so
bonuses.
far. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to roll and hinder it, but I kind of want to help.
I mean,
so
it's-
yeah.
Okay.
Try it. I
All
mean,
right.
at worst, you'll knock it down to +2 on
Yeah,
top of
I wish
20.
you'll cancel out me, which would be
Yeah.
funny.
So I'm going to use instinct. I'm going to use my observant skill. So that's
Right on
also
the
a
nose.
15.
Exactly a 15. All right. So it's going to be a +4 to your eventual roll here.
Okay,
Kuya.
so I have +1 for instinct. I'm going to, spend a hope to use Huntress
Okay.
for a bonus, so that's +3. Then, so
Well,
that's
you're just loading it up. You guys don't want to lose this trail, huh?
No, we do not.
no, we don't.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. Wow.
Nice.
30.
With hope, no less.
Yes, indeed. So yeah,
Wow.
go ahead and you can take back that hope that you were just spent.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I think we hit the target.
yeah.
I think we actually, you know, split the already split arrow a couple times.
That is a good reminder. Just for everyone to that if you are using one of your experiences, you do need to spend a hope to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, but yes, with a 30, yes, you have found this trail. And it is one of those things where, this was not just like an obvious trail that anyone could find, but you have 5 people and a really skilled tracker, looking for it. And so you have found what is for all of you a clear trail that wouldn't necessarily have been easy for anyone to follow.
Right.
And so, do you want to go ahead and choose some of those? I'm going to give you the which way did they go for free. But if you want to spend additional hope for some of those other questions, you may do so.
Yeah.
Which way they're going, by the way, is definitely towards the haunted ruins. So,
of course.
Of course.
I mean, you guys, not that I hadn't
Yeah.
already decided, but if I hadn't, all of you saying, "Hope it's not the haunted ruins." I mean,
No, like trust me.
Y'all, it worked. It worked.
we successfully invoked Saint Murphy.
We did.
I would say, I'd be like, how many of them were there? Like, was there enough, more than one?
Yeah.
And what were they doing? Is there anything other than just running away?
Yeah, so go ahead and spend 2 hope for that. You definitely have, I think you see trail both from the initial assault force. That was obviously lots of tracks for that. And that's actually probably a big part of what would have made this track hard to follow, is that you had a lot like, those 2 big giant things. You had all those little spiders going through, but now you have just the one set of tracks going in the other direction. So as far as the trail that you are following now does seem to be just that one armored individual. And what they were doing, they were traveling, but they weren't like running. They seem like they are traveling at a sort of like a long distance pace, not sprinting.
Okay.
So,
So
they are making their way, but they don't seem like they're fleeing exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so looks like didn't have any buddies along with it, so but also not in a hurry, so we had we could easily catch up to it, but who knows what's gonna be waiting where it came from or where it's
It
going.
does look like it has, at least from what you can see here, is that you know, um, you don't have any idea of how far it went. Like you all rested for the night, right? So you don't know
Yeah.
if it did or not. Also, but certainly at the speed that it seems to be traveling, you could choose to travel faster than that if you wanted to gain on it, of course.
I think we should. I think we should try and track this. We should definitely be working to track this
Miscreant.
I'm so angry with him. I'm losing my ability to form words. We should try and catch him.
In my experience, when you have a particularly dangerous or crafty enemy, running after it does not help. But, you know, I'm also not familiar with this environment near as much.
Well, catching him before he reaches whatever his camp or home is probably to our advantage.
Agreed. If he gets to home
Okay.
ground, it'll be much harder to pry him out.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess we'll have to keep an eye out for anything that might want to take advantage of our hurry.
Mhm.
Well, then off we go.
All right. So, little dotted line, or the classic Indiana Jones montage. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So, you are heading down this way into the haunted ruins. Now, I would like everyone to tell a ghost story that the locals know about the haunted ruins. And to be clear, this is not necessarily saying I am requesting factual accounts. I'm saying what's a ghost story that people know about the place.
There is, there's tales of a creature. Some say it's a human that disappeared down there and was driven mad by some sort of undead. Some think it's a human that died down there and was risen up as an undead. But if you go down there and you do not keep a red feather on you, it will find you and it will eat you.
A feather? A feather? Feather. Well,
Humans.
I mean, if it was a bat wing, that would make more sense.
Hey, look, it's what my mom told me from my grandmother.
Okay, just for clarity, I am happy to have any of you do what you like here. What I was kind of imagining is not that your characters all know these stories. This is like, what do the locals say about this place?
What do the locals say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now these could be stories that you heard from locals.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, especially like overnight while we were hanging out at Barry's.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the temple, it was a burial ground for the previous inhabitants of Manchego Manor, who were far less circumspect about their dalliances with things like necromancy and demon summoning and things like that. And they tended to seal up their tombs, not to keep grave robbers out, but to keep whatever was inside in.
Oh.
Yeah. The little boy that Zeke was playing with last night, the one that was riding around on his shoulders and steering him by his horns, said that his mom said that her mom said that there was a witch that liked to eat naughty goblins and that she lived in a house that was made of like fungus that looked like candy, but it tasted awful, and she would try to like kill the kid and bake him in a pie.
Wow.
if he was not disobedient.
Yeah, it's the pie is high.
Is this a story that literally was told by Sue?
No, this is the story that was. I don't think it was one of Sue's siblings that he was playing around with, but it was just the goblin child. And my mom said, and her grandma said.
There is a story told by the goblins of not a creature, but a open cavern mouth that glows with strange colors beyond normal perception, and it's a trap. It's obviously it's a trap for the unwary. If you should see colors that do not exist, do not go into that cave mouth because you will not come back alive. A
So
little
one
color
might
out of
say it's a
space.
color
Space,
out of
yeah.
space.
Yeah, I went a little cosmic horror for you.
Hmm.
Alrighty. So, there's a particular um building in the ruins. No one remembers what it used to be, but it's a bit of a goblin teenager um rite of passage to try to spend the night in it. And um like the story is that no everyone gets chased out at like effectively 3 a.m. and no one successfully managed to stay the entire night. But no one who's been chased out will say what it was.
Oh,
And I've gone through this and I won't say what it is.
keep your secrets.
The way when you say that, it makes me want to try. I
Of
know
course
that's the
it
stupid
does.
thing.
You don't even know if I'm telling the truth or not unless you want to like poke at it.
I mean, isn't that what adventurers are? People that poke at things with 10-foot long sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we do have another job to do. Now, if our target happens to be in that building, well, that's a different story.
Yeah. So I think that getting the token to where we've just put it is a couple of hours of travel. And I think in that time, you've not seen any indication yet that the individual you're following has slowed or altered their path in any way. Like, they seem like at the very least, when they set out at the pace that they did, they have maintained that pace for at least as far as you followed it.
Okay.
So, read into their intentions from that how you will. But I think you have definitely started getting to the point where you start seeing remnants of crumbled, masonry and archways rather than only just sort of the cave walls. The places where you see various cave flora have started to take on kind of a faded, wilted sort of appearance. I think that it's noticeably colder. You're seeing your it's not freezing, but you're seeing your breath a little bit. And I think the house that goblin teens try to stay in, I think, is probably not too far into the ruins. And I think you're not quite there yet, but it's it's not deep in there. Partly just because
teens.
Yeah. Well, there's also just the suggestion of like, I think that there is an understanding that when we call these haunted ruins, it's not like in our world when you say something's a haunted house. I mean, it is an established fact that people know that there are actually dangerous things down here.
Mhm.
That's not subtle. Now it's like, how far in do you dare to go is one thing, but the whether or not these things exist at all is not in question. But in any case, though, so you are following down. You're noticing the change. Are you still sort of trying to proceed at a quick pace?
I think Kira would say we might want to slow down just some. Who knows whose attention we might get besides our target.
Can you tell if we're catching up at all?
Whatever pace this thing set, it has kept it.
Yeah.
Like
So
it has not been interested in going particularly faster or slower.
So the tracks that you're on right now are something on the order of like, 6-7 hours old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably more precise than you really know, but like less than a day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
obviously it would be less than a day, but the point I'm making here.
Yeah. And one thing Kira would do is kind of take a glance at her grandmother's compass to, see if it's doing its normal unfocused spinning, or if it's pointing in a particular direction.
I think that when you pull it out to look at it, it first seems like it is, but then for a second, the glass like over where the little needle is weirdly looks like it's fogging up a little bit, like so you can't see the needle. I think you would sort of probably instinctively go to kind of wipe it off, I assume.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And when you do that, what you see immediately under it is more like a mirror reflection. And then what you're looking at it, you see something moving over your shoulder. But when you turn, there's nothing there.
Oh boy.
We are definitely not alone.
When you look back at the compass, it looks normal again. It's doing what it always does.
So it's doing the usual spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely not alone. And we need to proceed in a way that will not make restless things angry.
I'm
right?
open to
Tell
suggestions.
me what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean, Carrie? I don't know what that means.
Well, I not one to wander through cemeteries on the regular. I just know that if you do, do not make the inhabitants angry. So perhaps we should try and avoid stepping on any graves. If there is anything that's not a grave here.
I mean, what you are kind of moving into is, like there's remnants of, stairs in places where the walls were finished and floors finished instead of just cave walls. Like there might have been in an ancient city that was here. You start seeing what looks like they were the remnants of buildings and caverns in there, but everything is dark and quiet. There's not like a graveyard that you can see.
Yeah. Well, I'm not referring to like
Well,
actual...
I will take as a given that if you saw a grave, you wouldn't step right on it.
Yeah.
That's probably that makes sense at the very least.
Yeah.
Are you slowing your pace though?
I think Carrie would absolutely say it's a good idea to slow our pace somewhat.
Okay. Are you still leading the way?
unless someone else wants to take over, I do plan on
I
it.
think you're the most qualified.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Okay.
So I think then that I will give you the opportunity here to make another instinct check.
Okay. Is this for continued tracking or?
It's related. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's something you might notice as you're continuing to try to follow the trail, but the target
Okay.
here is 18.
Okay. Well, uh, I I think I'm going to save my hope and
right.
just go ahead and roll. 11.
Well, okay, so that is with a hope, so you can take
Yeah.
a hope. But I think what happens is that you are following the tracks, which look just like they have been, right?
oh boy.
And as you are moving along, looking ahead, trying to keep an eye on what's happening around you, being careful, you do not spot the cleverly hidden place where basically what happens is as you are walking along following the trail, you take a step and the floor goes chunk.
Oh no.
Mm,
And that is so right now I'll say that all that has happened is that you stepped on something and it went chunk like a mechanism.
Oh
You have
dear.
not moved
Right.
otherwise yet. You have not done anything else yet, but you've stepped on something. Tell me what you want to
yeah.
do here.
Um,
It That's not good.
All right.
Two.
I actually have a um experience that is here. Let me look at it, which is my um like
Trap.
trap and lock
Yeah,
check.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So this sounds like it would probably be. My first thought is like knowledge because it's analyzing, what you're looking at. But
Mhm.
I suppose, like, tell me, like, what is your process here?
So I will basically start looking at it and a little bit of poking and prodding.
Yeah, I think there's
Kind of
like a
thinking
lot of
more.
dust on the ground that something is
Yeah.
hidden under.
So yeah. But basically, well, it's partially looking and analyzing, but also a little bit of poking here and there, to see if I can get it to um like wedge it down
Okay.
so that it doesn't come back up,
Mm-hmm.
which might be a bit more of tinkering.
Yeah, yeah, but like tinkering is not its own skill, right? Like
Yeah.
That'd
like
be
you can have an
finesse.
experience
Yeah, it's
that can
under
bone
finesse,
right,
but
but
yeah.
you're still going to be rolling a trait here. But so I think that here what I'll say is let's have you do first a knowledge check to
Okay.
try to see if you can like understand what you're even looking at here.
Okay.
And
All right. And so I'm going to use a hope on that.
mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how to do
You know what?
that.
No, so let me take that back.
Okay.
I think tinker is one of the things in finesse. So let's just go straight to that. Let's have you do finesse.
Okay.
I think it is a little more difficult without a second roll, but rather than
Right.
doing two rolls. So
All right. So if I want to add the hope,
You
do
just
I click
use
the
the
hope?
minus next to the hope and then add it manually
Okay.
on the
So
dice roll.
Um, and that adds 1 or 2?
2.
2.
It adds the number next to the experience.
Okay, let me just.
Yeah, if that's what you're doing is you're spending a hope to use one of your experiences, then yeah.
So if you had an experience
Okay.
at +3, you would.
Yes, you spend 1
plus-
hope and that to use 1 experience, and it gains +2 to the roll.
Okay, so. And then my experience adds another +2.
So
Right?
yeah, if you have +2 to finesse, then it would be +2, and then with the experience it becomes +4.
So I have a +3 to my finesse.
Okay,
So,
I
So it'd be
thought
5.
you were
Yeah.
saying +2 and +2. So it
well,
would be
okay,
+5.
so
Okay.
so +5 total with 1 hope. Okay,
Yeah.
making sure that I didn't
Okay,
add
but
things up
the
weird.
hope you're not adding something because of the hope. You're spending the hope to use your
Okay.
experience. The
Okay.
experience adds +2.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
got it.
So it's your finesse modifier +2 because of using the experience, which costs 1
Yes.
hope.
All right. Okay.
Okay. That's a 12. It is with hope. However, it is not a success. So go ahead and take an additional hope. You get back the one that you just spent. But what happens here is that I think as you're looking around, poking at it, I think you're maybe sort of trying to dust away the dirt to try to like figure out like where's the edges of this plate or whatever. And I think as you're doing that, I think you and Curia can both notice and observe that the otherwise very regular gait of this trail you're following does seem like they took a slightly longer step right over this plate. Like they knew it
Yeah.
was there
There.
and walked
Okay.
right over it on purpose.
Mm.
Okay.
Meaning step, 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 right where
Yep.
the plate was.
Alrighty then.
Yeah. So in any case, you see that, but as you are continuing to try to see if you can't sort of like disarm it or prevent it from like reacting when you take your foot off, I think that what happens is you are, fiddling in there with your tools, trying to feel for any like spring or something that you can wedge, and all of a sudden you hear a
Oh no.
boom.
Oh dear.
Um.
That does not
I'm
sound
looking
good.
around for some place that I can take cover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zeke steps behind Bass.
I'm not a fighter, remember? I'm a sorcerer. I'm not that
Mhm.
not that big wide.
All right. So
Uh,
I'm basically going to give one or the other of you an opportunity to do one thing before the next part of this happens.
Well, I'm the one who triggered it, so you go ahead and see what you're gonna do.
yeah, I think I would like to, leap away because I'm
Mhm.
sure, I'm sure it's too late to stop it from happening.
Okay. So are you just leaping away yourself?
I would try and grab Sue
Okay.
about it.
All right. Let's see. Let's get an agility check to try to scoop up Sue and then leap off of this thing.
Okay. So, and I don't think my traits or my experiences will help. So,
Okay.
23.
23
Wow.
is pretty good. So I think, yeah, you are able, as soon as you hear this sound, to just reach down, scoop up Sue onto your shoulder, and then dive away just in time for. At first, you assume it's like an explosion of some kind because dust is going everywhere. But what you see as soon as you're like the dust clears a little bit, is that it's actually almost like a pillar mechanism. Like there was a pillar sunk
Hanging.
down in that has just gone like that. And it did it very quickly and violently, but now that it's up, you see that there is a hollow inside it. And inside that hollow is a strange cube shaped thing. It's about 2.5 feet on a side. And it is now glowing and whirring. And you see that it's got strange little like faces on each side. And it is glowing and it starts rising into the air. You recognize that each face looks a little bit like there's sort of a vague skull shape on the face. And as it rises into the air, one of those skulls opens and the eyes light up and it goes, ah, 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 ah. And then all of a sudden you hear from all around strange like moaning noises and then pop, 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 pop. And you see little bursts of what look like fire and skulls wreathed in ethereal fire. 5 of them are rising up at various places around you.
Is this the part where you'd on the D&D game you'd say roll for initiative?
Correct. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay.
if you'll give me a moment, I will set up a map for us. I've got a map here, but I've not like placed tokens on it yet. So if you'll give me
Okay.
a moment, we are going to be, I think, yeah.
This map setup is brought to you by berries. With your local berries.
Don't
And
forget
enjoy
to
the
tip the wait
meals.
staff.
All right. So let's see. There we go. I think. Make sure everyone can move their tokens.
I cannot.
Okay.
I cannot.
Yep.
Why
I can.
not? I directly dragged you right from the player thing. There shouldn't be any reason why you shouldn't.
I
All
think
right.
that's.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wrong thing. Yeah, I
I-
can. I can.
Okay. Is anyone who can't?
I can't. I think because I have 2 character sheets in.
Oh, maybe I
Roll 20
grabbed
for
the
some
wrong
reason.
one.
I don't know
Okay.
which one's the right one.
Can you move that one? See, like that one doesn't have your token on it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can catch it. I've got the select tool chosen, and I can't. And clicking on it doesn't do anything.
okay. Well, just never mind. It's fine. I can set it. I thought I had it set so that wouldn't be a problem, but I can fix it. So hang on. You should be able to move it now, Paul.
Yes. Thank you. Which character sheet does that belong to?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just
And there you
deal
go.
with it
I got
later.
mine now.
So yes,
Yep.
and everyone can move their token now. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So this thing right here that I've just placed is the battle box.
Battle box.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then
And its friends.
yeah. And these
that a-
things just seemed to rise up like just to sort of materialize as though they're rising up out of the ground, but the ground looks undisturbed underneath them as they come out. And then I did say there was 5 of those, so don't want to make a liar of myself. There has to be 5. That's what I said, right?
5 alive.
Yeah.
So, with that excellent leap to safety so that you were not battered by the springing out of that deployment pillar, Korea, you have managed to have your party starting off with the spotlight. So, this is all very exciting. What would you like to do?
I would like to activate my patron's mantle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to mark 1 stress to cloak myself in in the terrifying aspect of my patron, which makes me all look all golden and blobby.
I've got your other token. I'll switch it out.
Yep. And and I'm going to I'm going to fling some golden sparkles from my wand at one of the nearest skull thing.
Okay.
So that's a 22 with hope.
A 22 with hope is a success. So you you take your hope as well.
Mm-hmm. Um, and um, and I'm going to spend a favor to increase my evasion by 1.
Okay. Okay. Are you rolling damage as well?
Oh yeah. So I roll 3d6 plus 4 and take the best 2 of the d6s.
Okay.
Um,
So you had a great stone as well, right? Is that
Yep.
why? Was there a way to actually make it attached to your thing, or you just have to?
No, I just have to like do a
that's
special.
what I thought.
Yeah, so that's 13 damage.
Okay, 13 damage.
You can edit a weapon to have it add an extra die.
Right, but you
And
can't do it to
manually.
add an extra die and keep the best 2.
Well, I mean, like, and just, manually calculate.
Okay,
If,
so in any
Yeah.
case, the total was 13. Is
Yeah,
right?
I just went and wrote down the roll 20 code that would give me roll 3d6 to keep
Okay.
best 2 plus 4.
So what does it look like as you send your sparkles at this thing? You
Um,
do 2 hit points worth of damage.
Yeah, it's in the midair, those sparkles kind of turn into little kind of golden nuggets of uh, of uh, uh, of matter and ping 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 off the skull.
Okay.
Break some chips of bone and things off of it.
Yeah. And I think the couple of places where you see it breaking, some kind of magic is still sort of holding it all together. But certainly, it does seem like physically destroying it does probably do the trick
Yeah.
at some point, anyway. So in any case, yeah. So that was a success with hope. So
So we
y'all
keep the
still have
spotlight. Somebody else
yeah.
take a go.
so
Here, I'm gonna
think
put color tokens on each of these skulls just to help distinguish which ones we're talking about.
Okay. Each
Go
one's
ahead.
glowing a slightly different color.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. I think I will go ahead and fire at the battle box just
Okay.
because singular things tend to be more important than numerous.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's what Kyria thinks.
Yeah.
In this case, so can roll. Whoa.
Nice.
42 with
Okay.
hope.
Yeah.
With hope.
That's definitely
Yeah.
going to also be a success with hope. So take an additional hope, and then
Yeah. And yeah. Get to the hope. And then I will go ahead and mark a stress to be a ruthless predator and get extra point or extra die. And 19 damage.
Okay. 19 is 2 hit points worth.
Okay.
And so is this just an arrow that you fired, or?
Yeah, just an arrow.
Okay. I think that it lodges in. You see, as this cube has been hovering, it's been kind of like rotating around, and you see it's got sort of each side has this same sort of skull, which with what looks like sort of machinery on it that lets it like move and the eyes glow and the mouth can open and there's a glow there too. And I think you sort of lodge in one of those mechanisms and it seems to like get crooked there, and it's sort of its rotation sort of judders erratically for a moment and then spins a little bit. And even though you did just roll with hope, I'm going to spend a fear now.
Yeah.
Let me actually get my counter off of the other map. I'm spending a fear in order to take the spotlight.
Okay.
And so as you do that, reacting to this assault, the battle box does sort of spin up, and it is going to use its randomized tactics. It's marking a stress, and then I'm going to roll a d6 to find out what happens as it rolls itself, basically. 4. Okay. Shocking gas as it sort of spins, and then eventually one of those faces you. I think it's going to spin up and go and basically move to like right here, and then all targets within close range, which I think is going to basically be everybody right here.
Yeah.
All targets within close range must succeed on a finesse reaction roll or mark 3 stress.
Finesse reaction roll.
Yeah.
Or mark 3 stress. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a finesse roll, and you're looking for 15.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh
No.
dear.
I made the
I'm
15.
good.
Yeah. Okay. So if you saved on that, then you are okay. But otherwise, if you didn't, so for both Curia and for Basilius and Zeke, what happens is that at first it just seems like it's some sort of a strange like mist. It's kind of like feels wet like fog, but then all of a sudden there's a like crackling of like lightning through it, and it doesn't necessarily physically hurt you, but it's just very like startling, and just feels like your all your nerve endings are sort of firing. You're just sort of like very on edge. And then I'm actually, because it has relentless, it can be spotlighted 2 times per GM turn, and so I do have to spend a second fear for that, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
And it's going to spend another stress to do another randomized tactic. 5 this time. Okay. Yeah. It sort of leaps into the air, and 2 of its sides fold out from the cube, like the face of it sort of folds out along one edge, and clap together, create like a shockwave. And so the people within very close range, which I think in this case would just be Zeke, Curia, and Basilius, must succeed on a strength reaction roll.
Oh my god, my strength is my dump stat.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Okay. Yeah, so those are both fails. Zeke gets a success. 15 is the target.
Oh dang.
So with that success, so if you failed that one, you become vulnerable until the battle box is defeated.
Oh,
wow.
dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
And as a reminder, vulnerable means that all attacks against you are with advantage.
Yeah. And
Oof.
what happens if you fill up on stress?
That also makes you vulnerable if you mark all of your
Okay,
stress.
that's all that happens. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And further stress is.
There's other things that can also like come into play that are
And I
specific
think-
rules,
yeah.
but they will say if that's the case.
And I think further stress comes off your hit points.
That's correct.
Ah, yeah, because I'm I'm at 5 out of 7.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm a 4 or 6.
On a 3 of
So-
6, yeah. Not fun.
So in any case, the that was 2 of the battle boxes turns, and the skulls had certainly been alarming as they rose up, but it did seem like they were sort of a little bit behind on the battle boxes schedule because they were summoned by it, right? So
Mhm.
they're
Uh-huh.
they weren't quite ready to do anything yet. So the spotlight returns to the party.
Who's got hope for a tag team? Because I think we want to take out that battle box.
I have hope for a tag team.
I also have hope.
Paul, how about I throw you some sparkles, and that form like in a ball in front of you, and you give a lightning breath
Yeah,
blast at that battle
I
box.
I like that.
Empowered
like
by
that.
the golden
Okay.
slime.
Empowered by the
Yes.
golden slime.
Yeah.
Great.
Power up the breath.
So a reminder for viewers that the way a tag team works is that one player spends 3 hope to initiate the tag team. Both characters make their attack, and then the tag team can choose which of those attack rolls to use. And then, assuming it's a success, the damage is added. Both.
Oh, so you're
attacks
having
do
me
their
spend
damage.
the hope, Nabilis?
I was asking you to. This
Yeah,
time,
okay, I
please.
could do that. Yeah, I got the hope to spare. So
Yep.
okay, I'll spend the okay.
Oh dear. I rolled a 14 with fear. I hope you
Okay.
roll better than
I rolled a
did.
25 with fear.
So it is a roll with fear still, but it is a success. And so that
Yeah.
means that the attack will hit. Both of you roll your damage for your attack, and then that gets added together against the battle box.
Okay. I got a 12.
I got a 9.
Okay.
That's 21.
21.
21 is severe damage for the battle box, so that's another 3 hit points it loses. However, because you rolled with fear,
Yep,
I gain a fear again.
you do.
And it's and the spotlight.
And the
Yes,
spotlight goes
and the
back
spotlight.
to
And I think at this point, some of the skulls are getting involved. So this one that you had hit already,
Mhm.
Bright, is going to make its attack against you. And if I remembered how to roll these, that's right. Okay, that's a natural 1 for that attack. So probably your evasion is
Yeah.
higher than 3.
Yes.
Yeah. So that one basically it tries to just fire off like an energy blast at you. But I think what happens is that as it sort of opens its mouth and you see it's sort of glowing and then it just sort of like there's a little sort of popping sound and one of the little holes in it sort of goes and it clearly
The
like
energy.
it's old and it didn't quite work correctly.
And it's also damaged, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend another fear to highlight another one. And this time it's the red one over here, which is going to, rush up to the group there and spend a stress to attack all targets within close range, which I think is everybody again.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to do a magic burst. So this attack is 15. So whoever's evasion is less than 15, or
Yep.
I guess
That's me.
15 or less,
Mhm.
is going to take 10 psychic damage. No, magic
Okay.
damage, excuse me.
Okay.
Magic damage as it sort of
Okay.
just goes boom, and there's just this burst of like a magical shockwave.
All
Okay,
right,
so
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use an armor slot to minimize that.
Right.
And-
Do you have any questions about any of the thresholds and armor and such, Millie?
Yeah, I'm I'm going. I'm.
Okay.
I'm following along.
Okay,
Oh.
good. So let me know if you have any questions. It's a new system, obviously, so anytime there's questions, it's totally fine to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was major damage for me, and I think I might need to preserve my armor slots for other stuff.
It also just occurred to me that for anyone who is vulnerable,
Oh yeah.
that attack should have been a 16.
Oh. 16 damage, you mean?
No,
No,
so
16.
16
Oh,
to
oh,
hit.
oh, it hit me anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just didn't factor that out when I did the attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yes, so that is that is those two skulls did their attacks.
Okay. The Bright's gelatinous body kind of reverberates with the impact because I'm using Patron's Mantle to spend 2 favor instead of an armor slot.
Okay.
So I took 1 hit point and
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I think we haven't seen
Emily.
anything from Zeke yet, or from Sue.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Millie, if you want to tag team the battle bot.
I don't have enough hope.
I have hope.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah.
Only one of you has to spell that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I would have to move up next to you, and I'll go ahead and.
Yeah. Dove's character is actually this one.
Wait,
Yeah, you're. You are right next.
I'm already next to you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
you moved.
for my action, what I'm going to do is I'm going
Well,
to.
Do you have ranged weapon? A ranged weapon?
Well, I was going to cast a spell.
Okay.
Which is within very close.
Okay.
Actually, but it's all targets in very close range. So if I move here, does that put
It'll
them in
get
very
you.
close?
It'll get the 2 closest skulls and the battle box for very close range from there.
Okay.
I think his is like 10 to 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's what the very close is.
Yeah. And then I'm going to spend a hope to make a spellcast roll for Rain of Blades.
Oh.
So.
Well, so how's that tag teaming with Curia? This is all just flavor to describe.
Yeah.
It.
Well, particularly with moving, basically, I guess my spell will ideally slam in first to be then followed up by whatever.
Okay,
they're
this
doing.
is pure fluff flavor of just like what's the cool team up movie you do.
Yeah. So basically, it's a 1-2 punch. I'm one, they're two. So okay, spent the hope. All right, Rain of Blades.
Go ahead and do your attack as well, Curia.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 15. A 15 is a hit.
All right,
so it looks like but because it's a tag team move, you can use that 15 with hope, which is going to hit.
Yeah, and remember to take the hope.
I'll definitely take it.
Okay, and then my damage is going to be that. And if they're vulnerable, there's an extra D8, but I don't think anything's vulnerable yet.
Yeah, they aren't vulnerable. But so that's 14 from Curia's attack, and then 13 for yours, so 27 is a lot. That is above its severe threshold for sure, and doing 3 hit points to this thing. Describe how your tag team attack takes this thing out, destroys the battle box.
So since my idea was 1-2 punch, so a set of blades comes out from around me to hit each of the 3, but particularly the battle box, it like gets into a crack and then like seems to open that crack a little harder, and then
It causes a face to open up and then exposing like a core, and Kyria just lets loose and just slices through that core.
All right, and then I think this sort of ethereal, fiery, swirl in the center of this thing, dissipated by the arrow, goes out, and the thing just clunks to the ground, and all 6 of the faces just literally fall apart like there was nothing else holding them together.
Yeah.
And that means no longer vulnerable, right? Because
Nope.
it's
Oh well, yes. Until the box was destroyed. That was what it
Thank
said.
you.
Yep.
That was
Okay.
worth 3 hope.
And because the
Yeah.
result there was with hope, that means you all still have the spotlight.
Did the rain of blade damage the other 2 skulls?
Yes.
Oh, good point.
Well,
Yeah. So
I would hope.
well, let's see. Tag team attack. I think that we would have to only have the rain of blades affect the skulls, because Kyria's attack would have only been against the battle box, right? So
right.
the tag
I think
team,
that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in any case, that means that those, what's their evasion? Yeah, 15 also hits them. So yeah, that would be 13 damage for both of them, which is 2 hit points from each of them. Yeah. Yep. So those 2 nearest skulls were also hurt by that.
So who hasn't had a chance yet?
Me,
Show
just
their
me, just
Okay.
me, and I'm gonna take the first defensive maneuver that I've ever taken in this game. I'm gonna mark a stress to conjure beetles, and it's what this does is it's just like beetles are conjured and they swarm around me to take 1 level of damage for me. And then I'm gonna get out of the
Is there any kind of a
area of
roll for that?
effect. No, it's just you mark a stress and you conjure beetles.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
well,
they just exist as like an extra layer of armor until
Okay.
you take damage, and then they reduce the level of damage, and then they go away.
Okay.
All right, so you can do that and then do something else that requires a roll,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah. So
Aha, the conjure swarm spell. I see.
yeah. So
Okay.
on the one hand, it's a defense, and on the other hand, I have my fireflies, but considering the fact that they are on fire, I don't
Yeah.
think that's going to do anything. So I'm just going to poke them with my shepherd's crook, my enchanted shepherd's crook, and see if I can't like break this red skull,
Okay.
red fire skull.
The Red Skull.
Yes.
I understood that reference.
18 with hope.
18
Yay!
with hope definitely hits.
And that is 8 damage.
8 damage is just enough to do 2 hit points to that one.
Oh, not a high threshold. Nice.
Yeah, it was just enough to do 2. Okay. So take your hope, but I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear to steal the spotlight back.
Okay. I mean, you've got so much.
Well, I was just figuring, one of the GM principles in this game is to not hoard fear. So, so in any case,
I spread it to your players as much as you can.
Yeah. So I think the spell that you cast there, Zeke, even though you hit and do damage to that skull, you watch as when you cast the spell, its eyes glow and it fixates on you, and it sort of zooms up, and I'm spending another fear to make an attack against a PC with a spellcast trait within very close range. And so it's going to try to hit you with this to see if it does or not.
Yeah. Is it just me that's imagining the bubbles in Zelda?
Wow. Okay. Only a 2 on the die. So whatever it was trying to do is not gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Yeah. These things haven't been super effective so far.
Well, I don't know. That magic blast was super effective.
Well, that's true, I suppose. So in any
It
case, I
depends.
think I'm going to spend just one more to have this blue one here show Team Blue solidarity in its way by sending you an energy blast, Basilius.
Oh, how nice.
That's a 13 to hit.
That will hit me.
Okay. So that's going to be 8 magic damage.
Okay, so that's only minor damage. I can take that.
Okay. All right. Back to y'all.
All right. So everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. So I looked it up. Close is actually 5 to 10. So very close,
Okay.
I should say, is 5 to 10. So
Oh,
Very
Yeah.
close is 5 to 10. Okay, well that's
Yeah.
fine. We don't have to write
yeah,
down anything.
no, yeah, because I was looking at I could use my very close breath on these, and it said 5 to 10. It's like no, I can't.
Well,
get
you
two
could
of
also
them.
move.
Right, but
Yeah.
I can't get two. I can't get two of them with the breath because it's
Right.
very close.
Well, your friends are all kind of scattered too, so yeah.
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 All right. So, which one's the weak? Which one's the weakest?
Both the red and purple have taken 2 hits already.
All right. So I think we should just try to
They're the most
clear out.
damaged.
Clear out. Now, you said the things are wreathed in fire, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
It
I
looks
think
like ethereal fire. It's ghostly fire. So it's kind of
All right.
blue-green as opposed to like standard flames.
All right. I think I'll give it a shot. I'll go to here, move to there, and let's try our cinder grass spell.
Okay.
I make a spellcast roll against a target within melee range. Let's see if this actually will work.
Unfortunately, I think it sort of bobs and weaves out of the way, and you aren't able to get a hold of it.
I got hope, but I missed.
Yeah. So I think that. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just trying to think because you get the hope, but I was just also I think that.
Spotlight goes to you.
But
Yeah, I
because I
know.
missed.
But I was just trying to say like you get a little, you get the hope, so that's fine. All right, so I think in return for you trying to grab at it, it's
return
gonna
the favor.
energy blast you.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it only gets a 6, so
Okay. Yep.
yeah. So it spits back at you. But you have both missed each other substantially here. I think these things are really bobbing and weaving around pretty haphazardly, which interferes with their own ability to target.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
I would like to go and try and destroy the red one with a shot.
Okay.
Okay. 16.
16 will
With
hit
hope.
with hope.
And that is 17.
17, I believe, does 2 damage to it, and that is enough for that one to be destroyed.
Yay!
So I think you just, you send your crossbow bolt, or is it crossbow? It's short bow. You send your arrow right through its eye socket, and it gets lodged in the back of the skull, and the fire goes out, and it just goes clunk, clunk, clunk. And
Good.
Disabled. Destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta take my hope.
Okay.
All right. Anybody mind if I take the spotlight?
Go right ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I am slinging more golden nuggets of shiny death at the one that I shot before.
Purple.
Yes, the purple one. 23 with hope.
Certainly
Nice.
sufficient.
Nice.
And let me. And that's 14 damage.
14 does 2 to it, but it only needed 1. So that one is
Okay.
also destroyed. I think your little golden sparkle sort of coat it almost like it's been dipped in honey or something, and that puts the fire out, and it just sort of drops to the ground and goes. All right. To whom shall the spotlight pass?
Hi. Two?
Yeah, let's see something from Sue.
Alrighty. So we're down. Let's see, the 2 closest to us are gone. What is like the light and shadow situation?
The whole place here is pretty shadowy. I think the skulls give off light, so probably there aren't shadows like directly adjacent to them. But
Okay.
Otherwise, there's lots of shadows kind of all around. You are underground. You're traveling through haunted ruins.
Okay, so I am going to do a
Shadow step.
Nightwalker
Mm-hmm.
move for my subclass. I'm going to mark a stress to like basically step into a shadow and then pop up inside another shadow within far range, and I will be cloaked.
All right.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah. So because we're in an underground campaign, basically, there's
Yeah.
going to be times where there's something giving off bright light, but I think often I'm not going to be too picky about you using that to pop
Okay.
around within the range that your ability gives you.
Okay.
So where are you popping around to?
So I think I am going to basically pop behind this one.
Okay, so where is it?
But
Like, at what range does it let you do it?
far.
Far. Okay, great. Yeah. So, do you want to be like, so like I said, you wouldn't be able to be right next to them
Next to
because
them.
they're giving off their own light. But if like you wanted to be, like up up here around the corner
Yeah,
there or
that's
something.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
And you're
And
cloaked, which lets you, if you go
sneak
to attack
attack.
it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm going to well, I would have had my dagger, well, my cooking chef's knife.
Sure.
So
Does
if
it go
I
shing
that
when you draw it?
Yep. Ching.
Ching.
And get back to that part. Attack. Where's my attacks?
Up near the top.
Yep. So, but that I have to be next to, right? Range melee.
Yeah, but you could move. You could move.
Okay.
You know,
And
you
still
did your poof to make yourself cloaked, and then you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can move up and attack, and you're still getting it. Yeah.
Okay, so step up and poke with the improved dagger. Oh, nope. Finesse.
Do your weapon attacks not have an automatic roll for you?
Yep, they I'm just was just double checking that
Okay.
it was.
Well,
So what
11 unfortunately is not a hit.
not gonna hit. Okay.
Yeah. Does it say I think by making the attack you're no longer cloaked.
Right.
Yeah, so so you do get to take your hope. I think I'm going to say that you don't think it noticed you. You are no longer mechanically cloaked, but you don't think it saw
Get
you
notes.
sneaking up behind
Right.
it. Um,
Like the other two might have seen it,
yeah,
seen you.
yeah. I was going to say
No,
this one.
yeah.
This one did though.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think it's going to its eyes glow as you used the shadow magic there, and it's going to come up, and I'm going to spend a fear to have it you make that spell attack on you. I suppose I know what the roll is for that. That's a 12. Does a 12 hit your evasion?
No, it does not.
Mm.
I would hope not.
Well, I mean, if heavily
Yeah.
armored
Well-
characters tend to have a lower evasion.
Yeah.
My evasion's 14.
Okay,
So I
so
just
I
barely
need
missed
to,
that previous one.
Yeah. So I spent the fear to do that, but it definitely saw you, and so it tried to do a thing, but it missed. So it is back to you guys.
All right, I think I'm gonna boogie down to here, and once again, poke
Oh,
it
getting
with my
lots of
stick.
rolls with hope.
Yeah.
You just scroll back up, almost all of them this time, and the only one that was with fear didn't count because it was a tag team.
All right, and Nobila said that I was jinxing us last time.
Mhm.
All right. Let me enchanted shepherd's crook. Oh, there we go. It's a 16 to hit
16 will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage, and I'll take my fear.
And that's 13
Okay.
damage.
13 damage does 2 hit points worth to these guys. Bonk.
Boink.
Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk, I think there's a video game named Mega Bonk, which is a ridiculous name, but it seems like a pretty ridiculous game. So, okay, great. You hit it, but I think that you just see the insane necromantic gleam in its eye as it goes to try to energy blast you. All right. But that is only a 10 to hit, which I think your evasion is probably higher than 10, is my guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I am going to spend another to spotlight this guy over here, who is going to move up. What is his? Where is his? Going to move up to here, and I think send this energy blast in Bright's direction.
Uh-oh.
And get another natural one.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. So Bright, this one just, zoomed up, looked you right in the eye, and went, and now it's just hovering there right in front of you.
Yeah, if it's okay, I'm going to show it the error of its ways, in attempting to defile a follower of the golden slime, and once again fling some sparkles at it.
Oh.
That's a 15 with fear.
15 is
Oh.
a success, but with fear.
Mm-hmm. So that's 11 damage.
Okay, 11. I believe, yeah, that is still 2 for it. So it takes that, but I take my fear, which I'm actually not going to add because I'm going to do a thing that costs a fear here in just a second. Its eyes glow as you use the magic, and then it's going to zoom closer.
Oh, how nice.
And one of these times this attack's going to work, but not today.
Maybe not
Not this
now.
time. That's only a 4 on the die. I think with that particular attack, I haven't rolled above like an 8 yet.
No.
So in any case, yes, it looks like these scary skulls want to do something when people use magic, and you don't know what it is yet because it keeps failing. I'm going to spend another fear and try. I'm going to spend 2 fear so I can spotlight again and then try that attack again because I'm determined. So it
has to go. It has to hit once, right?
Yeah, it gets closer if in case that makes a difference. That's a 13. Does a 13 hit your
My
evasion?
evasion is 14 because of my mantle.
Oh.
Wow.
So it sends out some sort of a strange arcane beam, but the beam just gets like diffracted by your strange blobby sheen.
Yes.
And it doesn't work. And I'm going to spend another 2 fear to do this again.
Damn.
Because I want this to work. Well, let's see. I don't have another one that's going to be able to do it to Bright, but this green one's going to try it again on Sue.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Oh my God.
Oh my
before I
gosh.
die. Okay, well, I'm not hoarding my fear though, so have your spotlight, you guys. I hope you choke on it.
If I may, I would like to try and put this orange one out of its misery because that's just sad.
It tried so hard.
It got so far,
Mhm.
but in the end,
Okay.
Critical!
A critical.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's a critical. So the 16
so
critical.
that would be
yeah.
so that would be 12 plus a 13
Yeah,
for 25 damage.
It's definitely going to do 3 hit points to it, and that one had 3 left, so that one
Crunch.
is destroyed. What is it? What does your crit look like?
And Kyria just whispers, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It tried so hard, it got so far.
It's already dead. All right.
Song reference in case someone does.
It's like I'm thinking nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing really matters.
Oh.
You can see.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. Okay, someone else go. Oh yeah, I gotta take my hope.
Yeah. And you can clear a stress.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're welcome.
Okay.
I mean, that's just the rules, though. I'm not doing it for fun.
So
Reminding me.
Yeah.
all right. So wait, have I gone?
No.
I mean, you
I
can
think
go
we're
again if you want. Like that. That's this game. Is
Okay.
that there's no fixed initiative order, so it's just
Okay.
whatever.
We just don't want to give. Don't want to.
Yeah,
have
we like to
people
spread
not
it
go
around.
for too
Yeah.
long.
So is there anyone else waiting to go?
Go. You
Okay.
go.
Well, someone is conveniently also within melee range of little blue one, so I'm going to just poke at it, not worry about the being cloaked or anything, because hey, melee range, that means sneak attack applies. Alrighty, so that's a +3 finesse with hope. Never mind.
Unfortunately, no.
Next.
I'm afraid. Yeah. The
Oh.
dice are capricious.
Yes, for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, this might be the most fair I've seen Roll20 treat both sides.
It just occurred to me that I wonder if when you're hidden. So when you were hidden back then, like that last time.
Mm-hmm.
Does that give you advantage?
No, I was just checking because
No.
enemies have disadvantage to attack you when you're hidden, but you don't have advantage on your attacks. That's what I was just checking.
Right.
Yeah,
And
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, when now that I have this turn, let's go ahead and I'll take the one fear from your roll with fear, and I'm going to spend it immediately for this blue one is going to try to do its thing on Zeke here. And that
Oh, dear.
finally is going to hit.
boy.
So 21.
Oh no.
I assume your evasion isn't 21.
No.
Um,
God,
so
I wish.
on a success, you're going to... You're going to take 1 stress.
Oh, jeez.
You're taking a stress, but the skull clears its own stress, which that one hadn't marked any. But then it can also be immediately spotlighted again. And I think that one is going to, when it does that, it's going to mark a stress to make its magic burst against Zeke and Sue. There.
Okay, I have filled up my stress, so I guess I'm vulnerable now.
Okay. So when I make my attack roll here, I will add an extra d6 for you.
Okay.
So it's a 16 against Sue.
Okay,
That'll hit me regardless.
Okay. And it would have been 18. And so both of you then are going to take 15 magic damage. It just occurred to me that I should have been doing something else with these, but it's moot now because you've been fighting them already. But the fact that they are resistant to magic damage, for example, might have been relevant for now.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's fine. I haven't been playing it that way. We're most of the way done. They're not going to suddenly develop that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just have to give magic resistance to something else that you fight.
Okay, so
Oh, boy.
armor slot and ouch.
yeah, and my conjure swarm is gone.
Okay. You're not spending a hope to keep it up?
Actually, yeah. Let's spend a hope to keep it up. That because that is that's a very useful thing that it does.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Let's see, what can I do? Because the problem is that I am full up of stress, but I'm going to again whack this thing that is right in my face with my enchanted shepherd's crook. And let's see. Oh, that's a 15 with
will hit. So roll the damage. I'll take my fear.
All right, that is 8 points of damage.
Okay, 8 does 2 against it. It is not yet destroyed.
Okay.
Okay. So with my, it's going to try to do that thing that it just did to. It's going to use it against Sue this time, though.
Okay.
It's trying to siphon your magic, but only gets a 7. So, never mind.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. So, that's all that all that skull roll for this time. I think you get this sense that these necromantic defenses, they would be a harder time if you weren't so many and prepared to fight.
Yeah, I think. Oh, you want to go, Paul?
I do actually.
Okay.
I'm going to slide to here, and since Matt, they are. It's funny. I have no attacks that are not magic damage. So if so, this could have been an encounter I did.
It is
absolutely
just resistant and not immune. But yeah.
Yeah,
but
this
again,
could be an encounter
I
I do
haven't been
nothing.
playing the resistance, so I'm
Yeah,
not going to start now.
No, but it'd been funny that like, I've been completely useless in this encounter. Anyway, I'm going to breathe on the two of these since they're both within very close range.
Yeah.
So let's see if that will work.
I like the idea.
Yeah, that does absolutely buggy nothing.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
and it's so
but
close to a crit too.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead and
close,
take your
but not
hope,
quite.
though.
I took my hope, and
Yeah.
that's me, sadly, tragically.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I can get them to come attack me instead of my chief.
Is that what you want? Well, you can absolutely have that happen. So yes.
Well, Zeke is my oldest friend. I don't want Zeke to go.
Yes,
and Zeke is
I
now
think
vulnerable.
that. So what is? So I think you do your lightning breath, and I think unfortunately you perhaps just misgauged the. You were so concerned in making sure that it wasn't going to hit Sue or Zeke, is that you ended up not really getting the bulk of the damaging part of your breath on the skulls either.
Yeah.
And then they both turn to look at you.
That's fine. It's fine. It's
So
all
I
fine.
think I'm going to spend 1 fear to have both of them attack.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and use up all my fear, because you guys will give me more eventually. So the first one attacking you, Basilius, is getting an 8 to hit.
Misses.
And the other one an 11. So
the 11 hits me.
Oh, okay.
My evasion's only 11.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me.
Shoot, I clicked away from. There we go. 2d8 plus 3. That is high rolls on that. So this is 17
Oof.
damage.
Okay, now okay, so let's reduce this down a bit. I'm going to use my rune ward, which allows me to spend a hope to reduce my incoming damage by 1d8. Let's use that. So I reduce it to 7 by 7. So
nice. That's better. It's only 10.
10, which is only minor damage. So
all right.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and
actually gonna mark armor and not take the damage at all. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and plink at Bluey.
No, not Bluey.
Bluey.
Yes, Bluey.
In real life. All right. 11 unfortunately is a miss, and I'm gonna take that fear.
Yeah, and
fear is the mind killer.
There's little death.
That brings total overage
angle. It's part of that.
Well, I think this one here is going to move there and mark a stress to do all targets within close range.
Oh.
Which is going to be Zeke and Basilius and Curia, but not Sue. And Zeke is vulnerable. You're muted, Lee, but I believe that's correct.
I am muted?
Well,
maybe
the one attack roll was only 5. But let's see. Roll 1d6. That's a 4. So unless a 9 hits you, Zeke, I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah, so it does its magic burst, but you all have seen this one already, and so you're able to evade the shockwave there. You shield yourself from it. So that is that spotlight.
All right. I'm going to hit this one in front of me again.
Yeah.
He has been bad. He needs to be disciplined.
That one's pretty wrecked, too. It doesn't look like it can take much more.
Good.
Well, yeah, it's
my lord!
It is so now erratic in its movements because of its damage that it is also hard to hit. So I'll go ahead and take the fear.
I mean, you did say that we were going to give you back fear.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, I would like to point out that until she said that, we were all rolling with hope.
Yeah. So I think this one is also gonna do the mark of stress to do the magic burst. This time it will get this one will get against Basilius, Zeke, and Sue.
Okay.
And that's
Thankfully
only a 7. But it counts as a 10 against Zeke, which probably still doesn't hit.
Still doesn't hit.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a
fear.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a fear to spotlight it again and have it try to do the siphon magic against Basilius.
Okay.
That's a
12.
That
That will hit me.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So you're gonna take 4 stress.
Okay, that I only have 3 stress left. So
okay, so now you are now vulnerable as well.
Do I take
And
does
hit
it floats over and
Point.
takes a hit point?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, if you can only mark 3, then yeah,
I
you
can
have to
mark 3.
1 hit point as well.
Ouch. Yep.
And so it gains. Does it gain just 1 stress back, or it gains? No, it gets. It would get 4 back if it didn't. Yeah. So, and then it can be immediately spotlighted again. So I believe it is going to send an energy blast at you freshly with advantage.
Makes sense.
Mm.
All right.
So starts with a 10, but then d6.
That'll hit
That's a
me
15,
for sure.
Yeah. So that's gonna take on top of your new stress. You're also gonna take another 16
damage.
Yeah, magic damage.
Okay, so I'm going to use my rune ward again. I have the hope for it, so I'll grab the hope. So I only take 11 again.
Okay.
So it's only 1 hit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, if it's at the threshold, it's the next one up.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, okay, so that actually is major damage since I marked 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I am now at 5 or 6 hit points down. So 1 more hit point and I go down.
All right. Well,
I know.
Take that under consideration, everybody, as you resume your spotlight.
Hey,
Yeah.
I am going to use my my inspirational words feature. I'm going to spend a token to clear one of Basilius's hit points.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right. What do you
Golden
say?
slime, watch over you.
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
All right.
I'm down to 4 of 6 now. And but still vulnerable, so I am not I'm not in a great place.
All right.
2?
Yep, I think I'm going to try that Rain of Blades again.
Okay.
So spend a hope. And it's within very close range, so do I need
If you tip
that
over 1.
Yeah,
For sure.
move up 1 and so that I can get both of them. And spellcast roll. Roll. 15.
15
With
hits.
hope.
With hope.
With hope.
And this one it'll get both of them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 2d8 plus 2 damage. Okay. So 8 damage each.
Okay. Well, the blue one only had 1 hit point left, and so it is destroyed.
Woohoo!
The other one, 8 is enough to do 2 hit points of damage, but that one hadn't been hit yet, so it's got a little more such as it is in it.
But I got started.
Yeah, just because it can't be heard on the microphone, I'll let all of you know that if you were here in my apartment with me, you would be hearing Rocket make noises.
Aww.
Poor boy.
Oh boy.
He's so terribly neglected. All right.
Aww.
Anyway.
Well, I think
All
I'm
right.
gonna. All right. Unless someone else has the plan,
Nope.
I'm gonna try and finish this one off, or at least move towards that.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
Yep. Just get to the right spot.
Okay.
19.
19 certainly hits. I'll take the fear.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do and do my stress. Spend stress to up my damage.
Okay.
Gotta get to the button again. 15 damage to that one.
Okay. All right. So, 15 damage is enough to do. I believe that's 2 on this one, so it's not completely down. It is going to turn its glowing eyes in your direction, and it's going to shoot an energy blast at you.
Bring it.
That is an 11.
Evasion is 13.
Yeah. Well, what if I spend another fear, though, and do that again? That is 20.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeek.
So that's 13 magic damage coming your way, Kyria.
I am going to turn to let a piece of my armor take part of the blow. Reduce that down to minor.
Okay.
So just 1 hit point.
All right. So, who wants to be the lucky winner of the
I'll have a go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like these are kind of an insult to the golden
Yeah.
slime.
22 with
left.
hope.
And
All
that
right.
is going to be enough. Go ahead and roll your damage, but it only has 1 hit point left. So roll your damage and tell me how
It's
your
just
your
7,
attack
and
finishes.
yeah, the this one he kind of slings underhand, and a spinning ball of goop flies across the room and hits it. And as it's spinning, it spins faster and faster, turning into a narrower and narrower disc until it goes through it, just like it just saws through it,
Nice.
and it cleaves in half.
Nice.
All right. And so, when you finish off the last of these skulls and take a moment to catch your breath, it is once again quiet and dark here in these haunted ruins.
I think Kyria is gonna go over to the battle box and take a look at it, because that seemed interesting.
Sure. You want to make a knowledge check with for me?
Sure. No. 20 with fear.
Okay. So I think that you recognize in this thing that even though everything in these ruins seems really old, like they've been ruins for a long time, but the magic residue and the parts of the construction of this battle bot look like they are new. Like, not, it has not been sitting in that little that little hollow in that pillar for all this time. Somehow it seems like it was recently made.
I think I know one of the
Well,
reasons why
yes, it was left
that
behind by
creature didn't trigger this, because it said it.
Yeah. Now,
Oh.
the pillar piece that is like, as you kind of look at this little hollow that came up out of the ground where it was, I think your sort of immediate obvious assumption would have been like this is some leftover trap, like unexploded ordnance from World War II or something can happen. But but now that you look at it, it does look like somehow this was like a recent magic creation of some kind.
Yeah.
And now that you think about it, some of the like the forging techniques and just motifs and so on the metal pieces of this, like the individual that you're following, their armor was strange in design, but you recognize some similarities just in the metalworking. So you think that it isn't as simple as it knew the trap was there and so avoided it and led you to it. It may have set it.
Yeah, that was my assumption, is that it set the trap.
Right.
These
But
things
I
are
think what's strange about it, though, still is there's dust all over the ground here. You were following tracks in the dust. But this thing was under the ground without disturbing the dust? Something weird there.
That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah. So what I would like to suggest here is that the idea that that's mysterious and strange is what I'm going for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
sense.
that you're supposed to have figured it out or something like that.
Yeah, just like mysteries.
Yeah. It's like,
What if
wait,
you
how
brought-
could that happen? Yeah.
What
I'm
have you
gonna
brought me here for, grandmother?
What I was going to suggest is if y'all felt like maybe you wanted a rest, then we're at the time when maybe making a feast would be an appropriate activity to
Yes.
finish the session.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Oh,
Feast among the ruins.
feast them.
Does Sue have any ingredients?
I think that we can say that you have, you would have brought some food
Yeah.
supplies, I think. So let's say,
How about blooms?
well, if you all want to gather blooms, I think nobody's even asked, which is maybe it's obvious that these things you just fought are not likely to give you much.
No,
No.
Yeah.
you look like, I mean,
Yeah. I think that you have the ingredients that you have, Sue. You have you can tell me like details if you want, but I think you've got maybe some savory like a meat pie sort of thing that's like savory too. That could be like crumbled up and added to something else. And then maybe like some sweet wine or something like that.
Okay.
That would be sweet one for the
Okay.
feast mechanics. Does that
Yeah.
sound fair, everyone?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put us on the on our make a feast map here. No, this is not the right one. Hang on. There we go. Okay. So, these were the last dice. So, all of you tell me which ingredients you're adding to the feast here, so that you can try to heal up.
yeah, I am throwing in my brawler head shrooms, which are salty, bitter, and weird.
Salty is a D6, and then bitter is D8, and weird is D20. So, got. Okay.
I'll toss in some spider fungus meat.
Okay. What are the flavors there?
Sweet one.
Okay. Sweet one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw in a brawler knuckle sandwich.
Okay.
Which is 1 salty and 2 weird.
Okay.
Let's see. So what flavors are we missing?
Remember that you're in your cookbook. If you're making up a profile that's got
Yeah, well, we've got weird in there, which we haven't got in our cookbook. So
Yeah, okay.
Well, I was thinking that the more dice you have that are similar, then you have
yeah, there's some of that. But also
Yeah.
if you have, for example, made a sweet and savory meal before, you get a bonus to making a new sweet and savory meal instead of just like mixing everything you've got together. But that's fine. There's lots of ways to go. You can put new combinations in your cookbook by making
I think
a meal made before.
I think I'll hold off adding some. So.
Okay, so we want to leave it with these ingredients.
think so.
Okay.
So we have 2 salty. Oh,
So I just rolled. So let's see. We got a 3, a 4. Yeah. So it doesn't look like any matches. Right. So yeah, 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 16, 18. Trying to remember how this works. I believe we take one out, right?
take one out and then re-roll.
Yeah, so I believe you can choose which die you want to
Let's
remove.
take out the D4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a chance to pay with anything.
I'm just pulling up the specific rules so that I just have it ready to reference. Okay. Taking out the D4. And reroll. Oops. Hang on. I clicked the wrong thing. Random side. Okay, look, we got 2 6s.
Ooh. And those are the only match.
Yeah. But I think so if we I'm just trying to I've lost where the rule is for this. How this works. Okay, I see. Yeah, so and so you take those out, and then I think you don't you only remove one that wasn't a match if there was no matches.
Yeah.
Okay. So still no matches left there. So which would you like to remove? Because the 20s match each other, but they're also like they have the most different numbers they can roll.
Yeah. I think we take out the you know what? Let's take out a 20.
Let's take out 20.
Those are having trouble matching.
Do you have one of those that you want to remove?
5.
All right. Okay. Ugh. No matches. D20s are going to be hard to match. That's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
But they pay off if you
if you
hit
do
them, right? Yeah.
You know what? I think what we should do is hold on to anything with weird, unless we can throw in a huge number of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
this is good to know for future.
Okay. Do you want which would you like to remove?
I think we're actually better off, like odds wise. Okay, because
removing
a match is going to happen. I'm trying to think of how the odds work.
It is a little bit weird.
I think 2 D20s are more likely to generate a match than a D20 and a D8.
Yeah, the D20, like more than half of its possible numbers will be impossible for the D8 to get.
Yeah.
So remove the D8.
Okay. All right.
Oh, well.
Right, they don't match,
No.
so that's it. But you do get 6, which means that you have 6, meal points worth of clearing stress, clearing hit points, repairing armor. And that's, 6 each, of course, for all, each of you.
Okay.
So what did you make, though? What recipe was that? It sounds like it might have been, you can decide that this one was maybe not 100% successful.
Yeah, I think this was just very, very weird.
Yeah.
You did put a lot of
And
weird stuff in it.
Yeah.
I have to come up with your recipe. What are the ingredients you put in, right?
By
I
the
mean,
fungus.
There's a lot of the
yeah, the
fungus
flavor
things.
profile had 4 things there. Um,
Yeah, you had sweet, salty, and
it
bitter
was
and
a
weird.
Yeah.
Manchego Manor mushroom mishmash.
I like that. Manchego Manor mushroom.
Manchego Manor mashed mushrooms.
All right.
2 salty, 2 weird, 1 bitter, 1 sweet. Yep.
I think the
Okay.
flavor profiles are just a list, not particular number of them.
Oh, okay. So it'd be
That's
salty, weird,
correct.
bitter.
Yeah. So basically,
Salty, weird,
yeah,
bitter, sweet.
yeah. So that's what you save in terms of future bonuses.
Yeah. But as far as clearing stuff is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
what do we get out of it with the 2 6s we did get?
You get 6 that
6.
you can apply. Each of you have 6 that can apply to either stress, hit points, or armor.
and also gaining hope if you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
no, I'm not sure that's true. Yeah. So all PCs who eat the meal individually can use the value of the meal rating to clear hit points, and gain hope. In fact, actually, I think repair armor is not one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons that I've been reluctant to use armor.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And I also have a feature that I'm going to use while we're doing this downtime called Clarity of Nature.
Mm-hmm.
Once per long rest, you can create a space of natural serenity within close range, and you can spend a few minutes resting within the space to clear stress equal to your instinct.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
So that lets me clear 3 stress, and then plus the other plus the 6 lets me clear my stress, my HP, and gain a hope.
Okay.
So
Well,
yay.
and the other thing is that I'm just realizing now that maybe a little differently than how we've ruled it before. It does say players can't choose downtime moves to clear stress, clear hit points, or gain hope. But there are the other downtime moves available are make, repair armor, and work on projects, right?
Yeah.
And so because typically you choose 2 downtime activities, that suggests to me that making a feast is one of them. And then you could still do a project or repair armor with the other in whichever rest you take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now my other is the to tithe to the patron. So mine is always the feast, and then that's why, because getting armor back is going to be difficult for me.
Yeah, so this was a short rest, or
I'm assuming that was what you would all want to do. You're just kind of on the street in the haunted ruins.
Yeah. We're not.
Down to 1 HP, 1 stress marked. So that's much better.
I'm down to 2 HP out of 6 marked and 2 stress out of 6 marked. I got wrecked in that fight.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sorcerer with not much armor, but all my spells I need, maybe next level, I need something that actually can hit at range, because I have nothing can hit at range except one thing, and I have to spend stress to refresh that. So I am way too vulnerable.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. So I only gained 1 fear during your short rest. You recovered some. And so I think the way that I understand the rule is that in taking a short rest, you have the possibility of 2 downtime activities. If you want to take part in the meal, that has to be one of the 2 for you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you could choose to do 2 different ones if you wanted, but then you would not get the benefit of the meal. And so if you ate the meal, that's one, and then you could use the other to do either repair armor um, or work on a project as usual.
And I went ahead and repaired armor because that is.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah,
Right.
likewise.
Well, I think then perhaps on this particular session, as we look at our party sitting around their little cook fire, eating mashed mushrooms with ambivalent expressions on their faces, we will the camera will crane up, to show that their little cook fire is just one little lonely point of light in an otherwise dark,
Very dark.
ruined cityscape. But then as the camera watches, another lights up.
Very.
What is it?
Very...
We'll have to find out when we return next time for more adventure on so many levels.
So
Many
many levels.
levels.